What's up, y'all?
It's the world famous.
You're listening to The Darren Greene Show.
Right here.
What's up? I'm your host, Darren Greene, back with another episode. I'm here joined by my co-host,
And
Derek Dahl.
is back in the building.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Did I say that already? No, I didn't.
Probably. And if not, do it
Do
again.
it again, okay? And give us a 5-star rating if you can. Please follow me at TDJS Media on Instagram and Twitter. Shout out to my Pandora listeners. You guys are really listening over there.
Yes.
Let's get that Series XM deal, honey.
Please. Can we get to the coin?
Okay, can we please get to the coin, honey? But keep downloading. We're on Pandora's list for society. I think culture and society.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's visible. You can, if you scroll down a couple times, you'll see us. So I'm like, oh, so we doing big things. Okay,
I'm
numbers.
really glad we went to Pandora.
Yeah.
I really am excited about that.
Yeah.
That was a good move.
Pandora's cool. Pandora's definitely cool. I love my listeners there because it's a community over there, child. I need to see y'all. You know, once we start these live sessions, you know, we had like the little chat rooms on the side. That's when I get my studio situated, okay?
Mm-hmm. The things.
All right. But I'm glad all my listeners actually, you know, iTunes as well and everybody else. You guys been listening. Like y'all really doing y'all thing. First of all, how you been this weekend?
I've been good. This was a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
You wanna
Well, we had the verses
Yes.
this weekend, of course.
Oh,
The
okay.
Patty versus Gladys.
On
And I got a
my
chance to-
own.
Yes. It was great. Got a chance to watch with a few friends.
Yeah.
I made a banana pudding.
Ooh,
So
I
you know
seen.
what's living, honey. And I had just gotten back from
Uh-huh.
my little vacation in Atlanta.
How the hell was that? Because I did say he gonna talk all about it next week, child.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was great. You know, it's funny because I didn't expect or plan on like traveling this year.
Right.
I didn't go anywhere last year. But it was like, listen, like I'm alive.
Yeah.
Tickets are cheap.
Right.
And I deserve a break.
Tickets is real cheap now.
I deserve a break. And so my friends were going to Atlanta. Some of my cast members from The Key.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually had a meeting opportunity down there with one of my other friends. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll go and meet down there with the guys. And so me and my best friend, who Deontay, who's also been a guest host on the show, we decided to go down there. And we just kind of ended up doing everybody's ended up doing their own thing that weekend. But I was supposed to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was supposed to leave on that like Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
And my ass ended up flying to Orlando.
Right. Couldn't make it to the damn show,
I
guys.
stayed 2 extra days. I'm sorry. I stayed 2 extra days in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to Orlando and then flew back to Newark. But I got a chance to meet my grandfather.
Oh, that's good.
I hadn't seen him since I was 10 years old back in 97.
Oh my goodness.
And we've been friends on social media for the past, I think, 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like since 2007. He called me for my 22nd birthday.
Oh, okay.
And he was surprised I recognized his voice. But I got a chance to visit him. I think I posted it on my Instagram today. And, you know, it was just really, it was like looking through like a time glass, you know, if that makes sense. Like we had so many things in common. Like he was the same size as me before the gravity took over. And
He said before gravity took over.
Right. He loves bowling, and everybody knows that's my favorite thing to do.
Oh.
Like I like bowling. Like
You got to meet him again. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, when I saw him, I was 10. Like it was like middle of the night kind of thing. It was late. I didn't get a chance to like talk to him. It was me and my other cousins, and
Yeah.
he had stopped by. I remember seeing how tall he was, and I remember his face, and I remember what his voice sounded like. But before then, he hadn't seen me since I was like a few months old.
Oh wow.
So, you know, for us to be standing there and him to see me now at my big age, and him at his big age, and for us to be able to sit down and talk, and you know, I don't know, just kind of like fellowship and get to know each other.
Yeah.
In a real space, because like I said, we've been connected on social media for years, and he comments on my stuff all the time. But it was nice. I got a chance to meet his wife for the first time, and her daughters. So
Okay.
it was really good. It was a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Orlando
Ooh.
for the first time. My hotel was on a resort.
So you
on
went
a
to
water
Orlando
park.
and Miami?
I didn't get a chance to go to Miami.
Oh.
My flight plan changed. I was supposed to
okay.
stop in Miami, but I ended up switching it. It stopped in Orlando.
Okay.
But one of my friends was in Orlando, ironically.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like we got a chance to hang out, and my ass was out in the middle of the night riding scooters in downtown Orlando, drunk as, yeah. It was great.
So you was doing that.
Baby, I was doing everything, actually. I was doing everything that's legal to do.
You didn't want to go to the park? She was in Orlando.
Well, I mean, I only was there for a day. I was
okay.
only there for like overnight. It was like a layover. Like, I was only there for 20 hours.
You wasn't going to miss nothing. I mean, the only thing...
I'm going back.
You going back?
I sure am.
I do want to go back because I do, like I said, I want to go to the parks. But when I went the first time, oh my God, my family, we were at this big ass house. I think it had like 10 rooms. It was so nice. I think the vacation was the house. I had my own room with a bathroom in it and shit. I'm like, yes, we definitely got to go back. So that's good that you was out chilling in Orlando and was doing all that other stuff. You got any more trips planned?
Yeah, I'm going to Louisiana on the 25th.
What's out there?
My family.
Oh, you're going back home?
Yeah, I'm going home.
Oh, okay.
To visit family, and I'm also working on my album. So
ooh,
I gotta go and.
So we're gonna do an exclusive release,
there.
Honey.
It's gonna be cute. I just want to, be able to go home and kind of pull from that energy, and I still have some songs I want to finish, and I just think that being home is gonna really like help me hone in, and because I want it to be authentic and.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good. Like this is a time. It's crazy that while the world seems to be full of chaos and there's just so much negativity. I think I said at the top of all of this, like this is a time for us to really fall into self-discovery.
Yeah,
getting into yourself, understanding what it is that you want, focusing on how to manifest those things during these challenging times. This is when your character shows and it's born. You're either gonna lay down and die, or you're gonna rise from this thing like a phoenix, and I am determined that once this is over, like I'm coming out on top of this thing. Like that's how I feel about everything now. Like I'm coming out on top. I want the best of everything. I'm not settling for anything less than what I deserve. I'm able to vocalize that much better now without fear, because like I said, people are dying. Yeah, people are dying, Kim.
People are dying.
Right, and at this moment, I'm not one of those people, and that means that I have to live. Life is for the living, and damn it,
you're gonna have to live.
I'm gonna have to live.
Well, I feel like you was always like that, though. You was like when I first met you. It's been a year since we've been doing this show together, but I've noticed that you have been the one. You are the go getter. You do what you feel is right and what's right in the universe for you. So I feel like this. I mean, it kind of slowed everybody down. This pandemic slowed a lot of people down, but it really didn't slow you down that much. From my vision of it, from my perspective,
right? Well, I'm a creative.
What you give.
I think actually, for me as a creative, the pandemic was like, I guess, a blessing, because it means that I had more time to focus on my art, as opposed to focusing on having to try to go to work every day and like, the stress of like bills and all that kind of stuff. Like right now, it's like the pandemic is like everything else is on pause, which means that I just kind of get to sit back. My money comes to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, I still work, but it's like things just are a little. I think this is a time for me. I can be more focused on how I'm going to be sustaining myself for the rest of my life. It's like I needed time to create these projects, because if I create a good project, I'll be able to market it better, and if I market it better, I'll be able to, perform and get paid for my talent and my creativity, which will allow me to spend more time focusing on my creative talents. Okay. Instead of doing the robotic stuff that most people have to do every day. And
what do you mean by robotics? You have to explain.
Dreams die when you're building other people's dreams. And I think that most people who are industrialized, or who make their careers about being part of particular systems or organizations, or like, and this, the working class. Everything is not for everybody. Yeah. Right. And I come from a working class family, but I also come from a very talented family, and I want my talent to, break a curse. I don't want to be working for somebody else for the rest of my life. I don't want to do that. Yeah. And if I do decide to have children, I want them to have the freedom to choose if they want to work. Yeah. And if they don't,
life is not a one-trick pony, though. There's some people that are content with that type of lifestyle.
That's what I'm saying. That everything's not for everybody. That's just not I'm not satisfied with
Right.
that. And so
Yeah.
I know that. And I've
Mhm.
always known that I never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to work at somebody's job for 20, 40 years and retire. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted the freedom to be able to sing. I wanted to dance. I wanted to act in movies and be on TV.
Yeah.
I wanted to travel. I wanted to write books. I wanted to write plays. Like that's what I wanted to. I've always wanted to do those things. And, you know, looking back, I've had some really awesome moments where I've got to do some of them. But to make that the core of, you know, my journey and to financially sustain myself while doing it. Because I said, once you get to 30, things get a little clearer. And it's like, it's great that I've been in music videos and worked on movies and did commercials and stuff like that. Yeah. It's great. But how am I sustaining myself, my day to day? How am I perpetually paying my rent and taking care of my health insurance and all those things?
Boy, you doing better than most, child.
I guess. I mean, I guess it's more about doing more. Doing more, you know, focus on my brand, my fashion line. Yeah. Just I want to do more. I want to be able to wake up. I want to do more. I want to wake up to more in my account without me having to sweat.
You want to make money in your sleep, honey.
Yes. But I know that it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get to that point. It takes a lot of tears, blood, sweat, time, and effort. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, I'm in a space where I can do all those things now. Like I can give it everything. And I know that it's going to give me what I need. Yeah. I'm confident.
I know. Oh, of course. Yeah. You do everything you say you're going to do. I feel like that's what we have in common because I feel like that's the same way with me. Like I say, look, I'm going to do this. This is what's going to happen. And it ends up getting done. Like, you know, I'm not the type, I'm not the procrastinator and I'm not the one that's just like, oh, I'm a cower in fear. Child, look, we're going to get this shit done. And it's going to be, okay.
Yes. and it shall be so.
Okay. So what I've been working on, what I've been doing this week, I've been hanging out with people. Like I've found like a little, I wouldn't say a friend group, but I've been hanging out with people. So it's like I'm being more sociable and been going out more and Hoboken and stuff, child.
I saw.
Yes.
Been hitting me up on house party. Been out and about.
Out and about, honey, drinking my little margaritas and stuff.
Finding your tribe.
Yeah. I think it's that. I think, you know, I made a friend over here in Jersey City. I mean, I've been had friends here, but it's just that it kind of, not that it ends, but usually, I don't know. But I used to think it was me. I think, you know, the longer you meet people, like I feel like the more like eventually they'll disappoint you. You get what I'm saying? Like I've been hitting in dead ends with people for the longest, and I'm like, well, shit, is it me? But no, I finally found someone that's like, you know, actually genuine, and I feel like it's like me. You know, it's hard to find people that's like you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Not wow.
I hear you.
Not you digging in my shit.
Huh?
What?
I hear you.
You hear me?
Well, it'd be like that. You know, people come. Look, people come. People go.
Yes.
And you just have to let it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow. And like I said, you'll find your tribe. I think I said that many shows ago.
Many moons ago.
That you're gonna find your tribe, and when you do, it's gonna be good. So, but that's just been the week in a nutshell. Just been trying to keep up with all this mess that's been going on in the world.
So
what's the hot takes for this
divorce ass pussy?
That's divorced ass pussy.
We're not laughing at Cardi because let me just.
Child.
So Cardi B files for divorce.
Well,
Hollywood Unlocked exclusively reported that Cardi B filed for divorce from her husband, Offset. The Fulton County Superior Court confirmed that the divorce petition has been filed, and Ms. Belcalis Armanzar and Kari Cephas, I don't know how to say his name.
Kiari Cephas.
Kiari
Cephas. That's his name.
Ooh, child. Okay, Google Translate. we done summoned some demons up in here. You know, look.
This is definitely some Harry Potter names going on around
now. As reported,
she's finna start floating.
Cardi filed because of Offset's infidelity. Now there has been talk and rumors circulating around that, you know, Offset got a baby, and that Cardi will be hounding him for child support, which the camp denied both of those claims. They were very quick to be like, no, honey, that's not what's going on.
What's going on is this album that's gonna drop.
You think that's a rollout? I don't think that's a rollout.
I do.
That's not how you do it.
I do.
So what they gonna
you remember the
together?
drama? You remember the drama that popped up from nowhere right before Clout dropped? You notice how Kanye West pops
But
up
you're
every
not
time he has a single.
Beyonce.
But it's not about the Beyonce. It's just about understanding how to market entertainment. Like they're entertainers, and so this is, even though this could be their real lives, and nobody thought that Cardi and Offset were gonna last forever, and it's sad. Because they were so young, and this lifestyle is really fast, and he's already proven himself that he's not in a space where he's interested in being monogamous. You understand what I'm saying?
I have my opinions on that.
I mean, but they're still young.
I really do, but why get married?
Well, that's people get married for different reasons. Also, when you get married, you have to think about how your wealth index goes up. Mm-hmm. They're both they're wealthy independently, but together. They. I mean,
that was a come up for him.
It was a come up for him.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. It was. So I can understand what you're saying.
It's so crazy that when people say stuff like that, I'm like, well, he was who he was before we knew who Cardi was.
Yeah, but when Cardi,
but because Cardi's a female, there's always going to be more interest generated in her performance style. Just like with the whole Beyonce Jay-Z concept. Jay-Z was a legend before he started dating Beyonce, or was approaching legendary status before he started dating Beyonce. It didn't matter. But with her being with him, it also added to her portfolio. It's like, this is the wife of a rap legend. Like there's a, it could be kind of cynical a little bit, but people always are better together than apart. I'll say that.
Okay.
It makes more sense to be together than apart. So even with them getting a divorce or filing for a divorce or whatever, if it's contested, that means it's not going to be something that we're going to be hearing the end of in the next 3 months. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be dragged out. We're going to get maybe 2 or 3 more singles where it's going to be, about, leaving niggas or people cheating.
Well, she said her album will be like very Lemonade-esque.
We know. We're aware.
And I wanted to talk to this certain conversation because now, and I find it real interesting. I wanted to wait for my reaction till I get the whole week. You know what I'm saying? With people talking about it. Apparently, to my understanding, there's a lot of people that are clowning Cardi.
Well,
it's a lot of men mansplaining what's going on. They're trying to decipher lyrics, saying, "Oh, she said she don't cook, she don't clean. So what do you expect?"
I mean, it was just making fun of the stuff that she said because she was gloating on a song about the fact that she's not domestic, but she's still married, and it's just people taking the opportunity to take.
This is an aggravating conversation that I get. This is not just with them. This is everybody. When it comes to marriages nowadays, when we talk about heterosexual marriages, because we talk about gay marriages, it's a different dynamic.
Is it
a little bit? Because there is when we're talking about heterosexual,
talking about gender roles and stuff like that.
Yeah, when we talk about the gender roles, like the wife has to cook and clean and stuff like that. The man has to, he brings home the bacon and stuff like that. We still have this mentality. A lot of these men still have this mentality, even in my own family. Because we get this a lot. My parents work, but whatever. They ain't gonna listen to this shit. My dad complains sometimes when my mom doesn't clean the dishes or she doesn't do this or she doesn't cook enough and stuff like that. I was just talking to her about this the other day, and I'm just like, we're not in the 50s no more. I think like what we talked about last episode when with the whole, and excuse me if I try to compare apples to oranges, but when Nas brought up Doja Cat and then we see him respond like, I was just trying to make a rhyme.
Yeah, it's just music.
So for y'all to sit there and think Cardi is not cooking and cleaning at some point,
she's probably not. She has maids.
I mean, she got maids, but the maids ain't always there, child.
Why not?
She got a whole child. She taking care.
Have you seen their house?
I seen
Who's
their
cleaning
house.
That?
Look,
who's cleaning that? No,
I'm gonna clean up my shit, but the rest of this house we gonna give it to the maids. But I think Cardi does. She
it doesn't matter what you think.
She was.
You don't live with them.
Okay, I don't live with them. We all don't know.
I can only go off what the girl said. She don't cook. She don't clean. But
maybe tell me I got this right. Maybe she was trying to make a rhyme. Come on, if Nas said it.
Listen,
she's trying to make a rhyme. Look,
their sexual energy and chemistry is probably. Their relationship is probably the most rewarding toxic relationship there is. You know what I mean? And that happens. I'm speaking. Trying to tell you, sometimes sex will make you want to marry somebody, but because you can't imagine like
hell nah.
I'm telling you, sometimes like I don't want to lose this. That's crazy. Like it's not a really big deal, but like No, I'm never gonna have this kind of experience again with anybody else.
Honey, let me tell you, I've been there.
Nobody else.
I've been there this summer. I've been there. I didn't want to marry the nigga, but I did want to stay with this nigga this summer, child. Oh, okay. Well, but I didn't want to marry the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But it makes sense but it made sense for them. And maybe the divorce makes sense for them. Who knows? I could just have to wait it out. But yeah, I saw the dudes making fun of Cardi. I saw the women, you know, these
women. It's too many Rashidas in this conversation, girl. Now I seen that on Facebook, child. It's too many Rashidas.
Rashida would never. Well, I mean,
girl.
Well, Rashida, Beyonce, like they the same, right?
Oh, don't ever see. Nope. You're trying to get this show shut down.
Nope. The reason I say that is because people have to do what works for them. Beyonce was able to work through that in her marriage because her man was willing to acknowledge and accept responsibility for the role that he played, and he went and started working on it. He went Jay-Z went to therapy and tried to unearth these traumas that made him react and would trigger him in certain ways where you know, he wasn't doing what needed to be done. And so maybe Mr. Cephas will probably do the same thing. I don't think that they're gonna, I don't know. We'll wait to see if this divorce gets finalized.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, it's shocking, or I didn't get the shock like everybody else got shocked. People were like, oh my gosh.
No, I was shocked. I was definitely shocked. I'm not going to hold you.
I was more shocked when I found out they were getting married, or that they were married.
I wasn't shocked at that. I mean.
For what? That was me. I was like,
not for what? Not for what?
For why?
Well, I think, you know, Cardi, you know, from what I've seen her, because we've seen her on reality TV, and I know this is not her true depiction, but we kind of get a glimpse of kind of who she is. She is the type that wants to get married, and she was very hopeful for a wholesome relationship with somebody. So when she went with Offset, I mean, yeah, a lot of people said, oh, she doing that, you know, because she want to, you know, get put on.
Mm-hmm.
But
she did. And here
some people want both,
and
you
here
know.
We are. And here we are.
Well, Bodak Yellow was out before they got together.
And here we are.
Not here we are. What's his label again? He Atlantic?
No, they were with QC. They were quality control. They probably was stealing their money. What a year this has been.
Not stealing money. Speaking of shady music labels.
What's going on?
Kanye West.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all done seen he was peeing on his damn Grammy?
Oh, I didn't see that.
My whole thing is, child, I feel bad for the person that had to pick that shit up. Poor thing.
I wonder if he.
Well, he's been
still in the toilet. It's just pee. Pee is
not still in the toilet. They still got to use it.
It's
shit.
Just pee.
Hell nah.
People pissing on people now.
You better get them tongs.
Right. It's just pee.
Well, child, yeah. They deleted it off of Twitter, which I was like, first of all, there's so many people pissing and shitting on each other, child, on Twitter right now.
Lord Jesus fix it.
Like, they deleted it, I guess, because you're a public figure. You know, he's famous. You can't do a lot of stuff like that unless you're doing OnlyFans. Right.
That's he should have saved that for his OnlyFans. That should have been exclusive OnlyFans content. Him pissing on his Grammy.
So we got to talk about the reason why. I actually did some research on it because they didn't really say why. He's been tweeting up a storm. From my understanding, he's trying to own his own masters, and he's been feuding with Universal Music, which is, I think they own Def Jam. Yeah.
Right.
So and that's basically who he signed to several years ago. He put his contracts. He put his contracts on Twitter, trying to get lawyers to see it and help him out. He's trying to get his masters. He's been tweeting up a song. I think he just tweeted something like "Free Suge" and shit. I'm like,
Lord,
what we doing?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Child, when I tell you a hit dog will holler.
I don't even speak on Kanye anymore. I just kind of like, you know, just pray for Kanye. I said on the last show, just pray for Kanye, man. This game is crazy, and what's sad about this is that because we are aware that Kanye does have a mental illness, it just makes everything he does questionable, because he's already stated that he intentionally doesn't follow a treatment plan. Like, he doesn't take his meds regularly,
right?
And so it's like you never know when he's having a manic moment of delusion, or if he's having a genuine moment of clear conscience where he is trying to speak and shine light on the truth. But because of the convolution, it's just like, pray for Kanye, because there's only so much of this when you are part of a billion dollar industry, multi-billion dollar industry. that
people are going to take.
is going to be allowed. And I think that the tide is about to turn after November. This is all the crazy is cool right now during this particular time because of how we're being portrayed and how we're being led as a country, as a nation. But I don't know if that's going to be the case come January 20th, 2021. We're not doing this craziness no more like this. This ain't it.
This ain't it, Kanye.
We're changing the channel. Honey.
Now, a couple people spoke out, and I guess in some type of support. Hit Boy, he agreed to what he still don't mess with Kanye because he came out with something saying Kanye stopped using my beats after he found out I work with Beyonce. I'm like, what you got against Beyonce? Child, that's a whole thing, girl. But anyway, Wale also spoke out as well. You know, I guess Universal Music Group is shady. I mean, we've been new this. This is like, and I listened to the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne talked about this. It's like, why don't you guys talk to people that been through this, that got their masters, and now, you know, are owning their shit now? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yes, we want to. Me personally, I'm rooting for Kanye for this because, you know, owning your shit is always the best thing to do. But I think that, you know, there's a way to do it, honey. This is very sloppy.
It's very on brand. It's very on brand for Kanye. It's very on brand. It's erratic and just. But
then he re-signed a couple years ago, and he sold his artists to Universal. So like, what are you doing? Not you fighting them, but then you sending your artists to the wolves
trap, right?
So it's like you're not thinking straight. I don't know why we still have these conversations about it because he done lost his damn. That's just what it is. I mean, I don't know, child. I thought it was very interesting. I'm like, what this man peeing on this Grammy for? Is this the new topic? What's going to be the topic next week, child?
I don't know. I just again pray for Kanye. That's the only thing I can give. Ooh.
You heard that?
Yes, I did. We have a special guest or something? What was that?
Not a special guest.
That was from your phone?
Introducing, yes, it was from my phone.
Okay.
You registered yet? No. Anyway.
Your phone connected to this thing? Yes.
You know, we can call people now. Yes.
I didn't know that.
We can call up people, child.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the new tech.
Heard that.
Okay. No, but Mr. Kanye, get it together. But now I figured out what Meg Thee Stallion was he screaming about on the live. Because we talked about it on House Party. And he's like, what Meg talking about? Well, there's rumors circulating around that she got into a physical abusive past with her ex-boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And rumors had continued to spread. I guess the boyfriend was speaking out about this abusive ex-girlfriend that he had, but he didn't specifically say Meg.
Right.
But everyone alluded
that it was her.
So Meg Thee Stallion went on live. She recorded the damn conversation of her grilling this man. I was like, child, what is going on? So, you know, what I wanted to say about this, you know, I think Meg, this is what's happening is, do you think it's a smear campaign?
Smear campaign against Megan?
Yeah, because this is the second time. Okay, so
after the whole Tory Lanez situation?
Looks like Meg is the abusive one now because she got into she was in an abusive relationship with her ex. Right. So I think that's why a lot of people are saying, oh, this is all a coincidence. This is not no coincidence. I think this is all strategic, and I think that, you know, Meg needs to. I'm glad that she's defending herself in every account. Like she's calling out to people.
Right. And I think what the issue was, after going back and looking at the statement, is that, one, it said that she was abusive and that she was on drugs during the situation.
Yeah, that was another thing too. Yeah.
And so I think it was on Xans or something like that is what he said. Like she was on
Xanax?
Xans or pop, like one of those.
Or who isn't? But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, shit. So yeah, she was just responding like, you know, people are trying to slander her name, like don't include me in that shit. Like she's always going to come back with the truth and receipts. And so, you know, I think I appreciate Meg for clearing her name in the way that she does. Like she keeps trying to protect these niggas, and it's like, girl, just stop it. Stop trying to protect these niggas.
She was trying to explain what happened. She said, and the cops asked, did he hit you? And you said no.
And she said no. Right? She just like stop.
Out of 6'9", the shit out. Yep, he hit me. He tried to kill me. Child, look, okay. I'd have been singing.
But then she went to jail.
I can't. You can't keep doing that.
It ain't happening. You know that kind of happened.
She better than me.
That happened to me. It happened to me in my last relationship in 2016.
Ooh, you got into a physical altercation with somebody.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to get there.
It's not. That's why I was trying to tell him that it's not supposed to get physical like that.
Who hit first?
He hit me. He snatched my phone, threw it against
okay.
the wall.
Oh yeah.
And then
okay,
I was trying to like de-escalate the situation, and then like he like literally like punched me in the face or some shit, or slap like a the slap punches.
Oh, so y'all was scrapping.
And
after that.
at that point, I still hadn't put my hands on him. Like I still was like trying to be like an adult about it. I literally was like, listen, you're either gonna apologize and we're gonna talk about this like adults, or I'm finna beat your ass.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna call the cops. Like those are 3 options. But like you need to decide what you're gonna do. I was hoping that he'd be like, okay, well, let me just calm down, take a walk, and then we can come back and talk about it. But that's not what he wanted to do. And as I was trying to walk back into the room, he literally pinned me against the wall and put his hands around my neck and was trying to choke me out. And that's when I snapped. You're not gonna kill the doll, honey.
What the hell?
That's right. And so when I left, I came back to the house, and I ended up getting taken away because of him. I looked fine.
Not like, he oh, you looked fine, but he looked.
I'm always gonna
beat
baby,
the hell up.
I'm always gonna look good.
Child.
It's been like that since 7th grade. I got jumped in 7th grade, and they tried to expel me out of school because one had a broken nose, the other one had a cracked rib, and I walked out the bathroom with my shirt tucked in, my shoes were tied. I pulled out my hairbrush, my waves were sitting.
Okay,
honey. See y'all Monday.
This was you was in a white, predominantly white school.
Yeah, I was in Minden. It was
they were white.
They were 2 white boys. Called me a faggot nigger and all that good stuff. But I didn't care about that at that point. I don't care what you call me. It's about what I answer to. And the fact they got mad because I didn't answer to them. And one tried to snatch my backpack off me, and then one tried to charge, and I just had to put these long legs and arms to work.
Put the paws on them.
Had to put these paws on them. And this thing, like, and I'm not a violent person. I would err not to have to be in a position where I have to defend myself, but you just have to.
Yeah.
And my thing's always like, I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
They're so immature. Kids are so immature in middle school. They just.
But that's what this is. This is like middle school shit happening to adults, and it's just really fucking weird. Like you got niggas shooting you in the feet, and they not going to jail because you're not snitch. Baby, you shoot me, you better hope that you get to survive the night.
Okay.
Because someone's coming for you.
Because somebody is coming, or me.
Shit. Somebody's coming for you. That's craziness.
Because shoot, honey, I got cousins, honey.
All the things.
Okay.
Listen, my dad and my uncle were ready to come up here. Child, that's a hope.
Child.
But anyway.
Speaking of Tory Lanez and his little Napoleon ass, why he punched poor Prince?
I don't know.
You seen that video, right?
Yeah, from 2009 back in Live in November.
Not 2009.
19, I mean, sorry.
2019. I thought that was so crazy because I'm like, oh my God. Like, what did he say to you to make him do that?
Right. Like, I'm like,
and Prince need to calm the fuck down because you always talking like you about that life, girl.
I want to know what he said. Like, I want to know what happened.
I want to know what he said.
What happened?
Not you trying to sit there and be like, well, he tried to hit him.
I didn't say nothing. I want to know what happened. I didn't say it.
Prince, you cannot be doing that.
What's going on?
What is going on?
Prince got the girls agitated.
No, because he looked like
he almost get beat up by Bobby Lights.
Ain't almost. I mean, actually, Bobby Lights. I mean, they scrapped each other one time, but it wasn't like no serious. They were like play fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
play fight.
But Bobby get it. Bobby get him together. Bobby ain't scared of nothing. Yeah. I was waiting for him to say something like, "Oh, you ain't gonna do that to my mans." But like my best friend said, he all up on Lil Nas X thing.
Help us, Father.
Help us.
Help us. Help us.
Child, I cannot believe this. I'm looking at
these
this.
New celebrities are out of control.
I'm looking at this video.
The legends would never.
Like, cause I'm looking at the video now. I was like, what you say? Oh my God, he really. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did Prince say? Like, I want to know
what did Prince say. But sometimes Tory Lanez got a little short fuse now.
I don't know him. So
now this did happen last year.
But I'm guessing everybody. Tory Lanez, all his old drama and beef is like falling out now. It's like a campaign. Like the issue between him and Megan brought on like Dream Doll.
Yeah.
Like the resurface that diss record she did when she she used to date him.
Yeah.
And like this situation with Prince is like, Tory better be lucky if he don't get fucking deported before the end of the year at this rate.
Exactly. They trying to get his ass out.
They want you out of here.
They want you out of it. You shot our fave. Girl.
Period. The Princess of Rap in the heels. Okay. What is wrong with you? What is wrong?
What is wrong? Yeah,
He said he was too drunk.
He said it was. That's
I ain't
what
never
we
got that
talked
drunk
about
where I
last
shot
year. I
somebody.
was like,
Twice?
not last year. Last episode. I'm like, ain't that much
drinking.
liquor in the world? You need to stop drinking. That's the problem. You need to stop drinking. Doesn't make any sense. You got your publicist over here making stories and shit.
But you know that's how publicists do. They have to try to protect their clients.
That's not what I was taught in public relations.
Child, listen. When you get to the money, it's different. You got to protect the asset. That's your job as a public relations person.
Any means necessary.
You protect the asset,
and that means jumping into a fight, girl.
Like who did that? Precious. Who we talking about?
Cardi B publicist.
Oh Jesus!
Try to jump in there, girl. Who you thought you was gonna fight?
Not Nikki.
You not. He said not Nikki. Speaking of Nikki, so she had the baby now, child?
You know, I don't know. I was on Twitter last night, and the barbs were going fucking crazy
as
because
usual.
There's this blogger girl, I think. I don't know what her name is. It's Celine something. Hold on. And they were saying that she exposed or she leaked that Nikki had the baby.
Okay.
Hold on, where is it at? Blah 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 blah. I'm looking. I'm trying to find that tweet. Or that's what's the name, Selena.
All right.
It's something like that. I'm trying to find it because I was looking last night. Like Selena Powell.
Okay.
That was her name. Oop! Not they said Selena Powell don't know shit about Nikki or that baby. Stop giving her attention.
Selena Powell, isn't that the same girl that said she got pissed on?
Oh, that's what. She's one of those girls. One of those three, the new podcasting girls.
I thought they would just guess. I don't know, child.
She tweeted earlier, "Congrats to Nikki for giving birth." She also said she knows the name of the baby.
You got a picture of her?
The Selena Powell girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pull her up on Twitter.
Yeah, let me see what she looked like if that's the same girl, because we don't want to spread miscommunication. But I believe Selena Powell was one of the girls. She got big lips, white girl.
Big lip white girl.
Like they look done.
Yeah, I guess that's her. Got those big 8-inch lips.
That's Selena Powell.
Mm-hmm. Second page. That's the one that has the beef with Adam 22.
Beef with? Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah. So that was the bar.
So she said that. Okay, yeah, no. There's so many people that say they know shit about Nikki. Remember that girl from Empire said she was coming out with her album? It was like years ago.
She was gonna do it. Come on, the album.
It was some girl from that Empire show. Said, "Oh, Nikki about to drop her new album." That shit was a lie. I'm like, I don't know. Unless it come for the bird's mouth, unless we see a picture, okay,
right.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure Nikki probably did have that child by now. I mean, she was
big when she dropped the pictures, right?
Exactly. She was about to look like she was about to drop the low, like she was having twins, honey.
Whatever. When it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
I just need the announcement of the baby to be in here. Come on the same day.
I need the album.
Maybe they need to be the album cover. The baby picture be an album cover. Drop
that shit now. By the time get rest up, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for this tour, because I need to go.
Tour on Zoom, honey.
But they said they're gonna start doing. They might do live concerts.
Where? outdoor.
Next
live outdoor next summer.
Next summer, yeah.
Yeah, summer
2021.
Very.
That's what Gaga said. She said she's
summer September.
Oh, don't do that.
It's given that.
They said let me knock on wood. They said this might be over summer 2021.
Maybe. Hopefully.
I hope so. I hope so too. I can't take another minute of this bullshit. When I tell you people are aggravating as hell in this damn campus, like, oh my God, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't, girl. We can't have no guests up in this damn dormitory.
The problem with Americans, y'all don't like fucking rules. That's what that is.
No, don't.
Y'all don't like rules. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm pandemic isn't over, just. Well, bitch, I'm over it. Okay, I gotta listen. I have to like periodically watch that video over and over because I really be. I'm like, all right, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it G. Gotta keep it G. Like, but I'm just like some of the shit. I'm like, all right now.
Y'all get over it.
Y'all doing too damn much.
We'll make it through this. We'll be fine.
We will be.
But I mean, one thing that I was looking for this fall, like if I was gonna be stuck in the house, if I was gonna be stuck during quarantine, is like me having really good shows to watch. And the only thing I like about fall, since I can't be outside and I can't be naked, is that I get a chance to catch up on my favorite shows. One of them being Real Housewives of Atlanta. And from what I understand, I won't be watching it this season.
Oh, no. I'ma still watch it. All right, so this Nene, my girl.
I just can't.
In a YouTube video she shared on Instagram, Nene expressed that negotiations between her and the network have been very tense, and unfortunately, Nene will not be participating in the 13th season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, in the video, Nene looks saddened as she shared the news to her 3.6 million followers. It did look a little off. Like, it looked like she was upset about this. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah,
she's been with this. How many years? It's 13 years, right?
Yeah, since 2008.
2008. It's a long relationship with Bravo. She started this show. She brought the girls together.
She brought black female-led ensemble cast to reality TV.
And this was the first
Nene
black
Leakes
Real Housewives cast. Yeah.
Then it was the highest rated of the franchise.
Yeah.
This is Nene Leakes' baby. I always tell people like, Nene, it's not Real Housewives of Atlanta without Nene Leakes because it's her show. Like,
it's her show.
It's her idea. She shot the pilot.
Yeah.
Like,
I would want her to be behind the scenes at this point. I'm like, well, I need some executive positions now. If I'm not gonna be on this shit.
But she needs to be where the money is. Like, she could produce some other stuff, but no, it costs money to be a producer.
But she don't have the ownership. She doesn't have the ownership of the show. It's Bravo's shit.
Yeah, people don't understand that it actually costs money to be a producer because you're the one that you're either putting the money up yourself for things to be paid for as far as production, sound, or you're the person that's out there going to try to find advertisers that are going to pay for your show. So being a producer isn't just about sitting back and collecting checks. It's about actually making sure that this production gets all the resources it needs.
Yeah.
And I think that for Nene, she's been fighting for Life of Nene for the past 5 years of getting her own kind of show. And she's the only one that didn't get a spinoff outside of her wedding special. And
now, like her or not, however you feel about Nene, I've had my opinions on Nene. I don't want to see her leave. And I felt like she was dealt badly when it doesn't make any sense how Tardy for the Party gets a fucking, how many seasons is that? 10?
Too many?
Too many.
10.
Who is watching? Not 10. Probably like 5 or something.
They made it to 10.
Probably like 5 or something. Maybe 5. I don't really care. I don't watch the show. But the fact that girl got that damn show and Nene didn't have a show, and let me tell you something, I think Nene is very much more entertaining than Kim ever was.
And the only reason they kept bringing Kim back was because Nene was still on the show.
And they wanted them to beef.
To see what their relationship was.
So something really happened between these two. I mean, we can only speculate. You know, my guess is, TV is not what it used to be. And people can't get paid like that no more. So they're like, so here's the deal. And Nene's like, no.
I think after the reunion, Nene negotiated that she wanted more money. Because they spent for her not to have been in all the episodes last season, they teased her after every episode, they teased Nene. So people would come back to watch the show to see if she's going to pop up on there or not. And then outside of that, during the reunion, when they did the tape, because the tapings usually take all day. Like tapings are usually 8 hours for those little three segments. And they spent the first 3 hours talking about Nene. Like,
with the reunion.
Yeah, it's like,
and they also got mad because she left.
But girl, like, I didn't like.
I mean, it was a trickle effect. It was even the part where she beat up that guy, or she not beat up the guy, but a person said they tooth was shit.
He violated her home, and I think I spoke on that too. Like, listen, yes, like I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends who's entering into reality TV, and
that's cool.
They were talking about what their no's were, and what their limits and their boundaries and stuff like that were. And I was like, listen, if you're walking into reality TV and you already have like walls that you've decided you're gonna have up, you're not ready for reality TV because reality TV is exploitative, and the goal is to exploit. What they won't be able to find of you on social media, or what you don't share to the public regularly. Like, that's the point of being a reality TV star. And I think that for Nene and her in that moment, as far as in her home, she was very clear about where you can film. She never really let people in her bedroom anyway. Remember, she said like, they can film. Maybe you can film anywhere in my house, but my bedroom is sacred. That's for me and my husband.
Of course.
So the fact that she was she opened y'all up, like, okay, well, y'all can come and film in here. I've never let people in my room.
Yeah.
Y'all can come in my room, stay out of my closet.
Okay.
Because it wasn't clean. She's like, just stay out of my closet. And what do these bitches do?
They walk in the closet.
As a joke, like, it's this. My thing is like, it's the disrespect.
It's a little bug in somebody's ear, child.
Like, she doesn't want anybody in her closet. You should probably go check.
Probably go in there.
Right. And I mean, it's great for TV.
Why would Candy do that shit? Because Candy was the one that did that shit.
Candy and Portia. But it's like, and you are a boundary
person. Don't grab me.
Don't raise your voice at me. Don't
Don't
you know,
point
all
at me
these
like
things.
girl.
You know, and I just felt like
She really disappointed me. She disappointed me in that reunion because first of all, you don't pick sides. You was on King. You was definitely Kenya's sons.
it was just weird. I just felt like this whole season, Nene was trying.
It's going to be very different.
Nene put an effort in season 12 to try to make up with all the girls that either felt like they were estranged from her.
You wasn't
or
going to
that
make up with
she did
Kenya.
wrong. But she tried, and that was the thing. She tried, and Kenya did not want to. And
You
sometimes
call my child a buffalo child. Look.
A buffalo. She says she's carrying a buffalo. We've heard that phrase before for pregnant women. Kenya was just
Don't call my child a buffalo
Kenya
child.
just needed a reason to be mad because without her having beef with Nene on the show, we don't care about her.
Oh,
We don't.
we don't.
We can't even see beef between you and your husband now because he left you. So
Well,
who's she gonna be beefing with? The new YouTube girl?
Probably. You know, Kenya going to beef for everybody, child. She's so predictable now.
But I'm not here for that. I don't
I
care.
really was a fan of hers, but then what pissed me off was the whole Kim Field shit, and I'm still mad at that. I'm like, girl, you was a bully. Like I kind of understood Phaedra and Portia and them because they kind of tried you in the beginning, but like, you really came for this girl, this poor actress, for no reason.
I don't know. Kenya's just not. I can't. I won't be watching.
I'm gonna watch. We gonna watch.
Who's the we?
Who you? What you gonna watch?
You're
now?
going to watch, and
you think you're gonna get entertained by fucking Potomac?
I love Real Housewives of Potomac.
They are very much okay. They keep on calling this girl husband gay. I'm like, where is the receipts, honey? You just got a picture.
He grabbed the dude in the club. He was
you know white men be doing that.
In one season.
You know white men be doing that. They be
the fact that y'all just say all white men are bisexual. Y'all might as well just say that. It's like that's some white folks stuff. You know they do say. You know they touch each other like that. They just child. I don't want to hear her husband's bi, and it's part of her storyline. She has to deal with it until she ain't got to deal with it no more. She has a baby now. She's dealing with postpartum depression.
I need a whistleblower. I seen that whole episode.
There have been a whistleblower. Like if you research, like there was a whole situation season before last dealing with her husband and grabbing someone's ass on production.
I remember that.
So it's like
he was not with that too.
It's a thing. You know what I mean? So
that person was not with that shit. I heard. I
like Giselle and I
love Giselle. She's so pretty.
Yeah, they're funny to me, and Karen is hilarious.
But Giselle's like a little Kenya though. She's a little baby Kenya.
She's the fire. She reminds me of Sheree a little bit. She's not a Kenya. She's a Sheree. She's the bone collector. She has everybody's business.
Okay.
And she helps them.
Okay, I can see. She
helps them bring it out a little bit. So I like her in that regard. I like Monique.
Ashley's definitely Portia.
I can see that.
Who's it? I want to say Carol. Karen is the Nene.
Well, because she's the madame. She's the older.
Not the madame.
Yeah, she's the blonde. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. And I can see Karen actually, with Nene being gone from the franchise, I can see Karen kind of rising a little bit.
The only thing I don't like, and I'm glad they got the new girls on there too, that are more edgier. They're not like, because before this first season they were very bourgeois, and I'm not into. I don't like bougie
Charisse
stuff.
and all them.
Yeah,
the Potomac.
The first season I was like, oh no, the hostess have to sit in the middle of the table. You don't know proper etiquette, girl. I'm like,
they were the black version of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, and I don't watch that.
Oh, well, shit.
I watch Housewives of Atlanta and New Jersey. Because let me tell you something.
That's where the hood shit at.
That's that hood shit. Okay, Teresa and all the child.
What the god? Do you watch Married to Medicine?
Of course.
Now I like them.
Yeah,
I'll be engulfed in Married to Medicine, and I'll find something new to watch.
Okay, but watch. Okay, this season don't count out Real Housewives.
When you start talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm gonna be smiling and nodding over here at the mic like, look, oh, that's what happened.
Not over. That's what happened.
What else did they do on this episode?
Well, we're not gonna cover like every day, every episode, because I don't do that anyway. We're gonna do anything that's controversial.
I know how we do the show. Because I'm just saying, I'm not gonna care.
Because there's already something that happened. Why them Reddit users try to sit there and say Portia was trying to twerk on that police officer?
Oh, when she was getting locked up at the protest?
Yes.
Probably. Well, I'm like, it's Portia. I mean, this is the girl that thought there was real train for the Underground
and
Railroad.
Now her and Kenya is going to be the new versus.
Oh, again. Against each other. They're going to be beefing.
They're going to be beefing again.
God. Well, I'm sure
I knew it wasn't going to last. Kenya can't be friends with nobody.
I'll see the stuff on TMZ and I'll watch the reality clips.
Yeah, we'll get the highlights.
I'm not gonna watch the show.
I'm gonna watch Real Housewives. Look, I've been watching ever since season 1, and we're gonna continue to go. Because I mean, eventually they're all gonna go. There's gonna be new people.
I can't. I'll be back when Nene comes back, because that's why I watch the show.
I think Nene's probably gonna come back, soon.
I'll watch when Nene.
Not
comes
soon,
back.
but like
this is giving very much season 9. The only difference is that Nene's made a statement that she's leaving the show, and that video.
Yeah, what happened before?
That video just kind of upset me a little bit because like I'm looking at all these flashbacks and she's thanking the cast and production. Like, oh, she's literally making her exit. It was the end of an era, honey.
You know, Andy Cohen fake ass gonna be like, "Oh, I hope we can work together soon, girl."
Yeah, she'll probably be holding a peach again soon. When y'all, what I want them to do now is they need to do a Real Housewives, a Real Housewives OG like spinoff where it's her, Lisa Vanderpump, Vicky Gunnison, like all the old old ones. Like they need to do a retreat during the summer, and like that needs to be a reality show where we watch all these housewives try to live together.
Get the fan favorites, honey.
Or they be friends, and we watch them while they do like a trip or something. Like Andy, if you're listening, I'm gonna send you this link, so I want you to hear what I'm saying, Mr. Andy Man. I need you to get the OGs together
Andy is just the
and
host.
give us. Andy is the executive producer of every Real Housewives of Atlanta show. Of all of them, he's the EP.
You know, when I was younger, I said, "Oh my God, I want to do his job." That's so fun doing those reunions.
Yeah,
being shady.
Yep, you still can. We just got to find some local ones to do.
Not some local ones.
Oh yes, because the productions are happening, honey. Do you watch YouTube web series like The Circle New York or Chasing Atlanta or You don't watch any of the like YouTube shows, web series, reality shows?
See, I'm more of a commentary. Like when I'm on YouTube, I like listening to like commentary stuff. Like, oh, let me talk about this topic because I use it for notes. I didn't think to start watching
watching stuff so we could talk about that.
But because they say when you start talking about local stuff, it gets a lot of traction because you
have local listeners.
Okay, so I'm gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
put that pin in the bucket real quick.
Okay, see, Derek been putting me on.
I'm trying. Listen. That's what I'm here for. My goal is always to help you get to the next mark.
Okay,
because that's what I'm chasing for.
Oh, of course.
That's what my mentors are for.
That's what
and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of other stuff that I'll be paying attention to this fall, as opposed to caring about Kenya and Candy. And whoever the other girls are.
Not Kenya and Candy, these dang influencers. Yeah. I like to see how they going to look. Look, if you want another Nene, try to get Tiffany Pollard.
Tiffany ain't got time for them bitches. She'll be done fought them hoes.
Okay.
Tiffany would have, no, we need.
Or she'll get Kaya.
We need New York where she is. New York is doing Brunch with Tiffany.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Her new show is on VH1. I think the premiere came out this week too, so we need to check that out. Now,
she's New York based anyway. She's in New York. Okay.
Yeah. And I think TMZ broke the news that she's also maybe getting back with Chance. They're giving Chance
the rapper. He getting his own show.
Not Chance the rapper, but Chance from.
Well, Chance was a rapper.
He was.
Yeah, he rapped.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yes.
But Chance the rapper has getting what show? No, he has punked already.
Not Chance the rapper. No, I'm just saying Chance from I Love New York.
Oh, but yeah.
But he is getting his own. I thought he was so fine back in the day. He still is fine, actually.
That gap got to you, didn't it?
Some people really have issues with gaps. My best friend talked about it. I'm like, I love gaps. Like, I mean, it doesn't make you ugly or nothing. It's just the gap is cute. I thought it was.
I had a gap once.
You did?
Yeah, when I was younger.
What, you had Invisalign?
My grandmother. No, actually, speaking of Invisalign, my bite came in today. I was leaving to go to my Uber, and I saw it on my FedEx package on my porch. So I'm about to start my journny.
Oh, they're done.
They're done. Right, look at me. They're done. Work on that body.
Oh, fix that face.
Fix that body. Right, fix that face. It's done. Ting. That's what me. Ting.
I knew you was when you was the rotten teeth, Nene. See, they can't.
But
we can never
done.
have. You can never have these moments again. Real Housewives of Atlanta. You cannot pick moments. I think when the season when the show started to get a little, I'm like, all right, it's a little boring. It was after the whole pillow talk.
Oh, after they started scrapping.
After that season, and I think the same season, that's when Kenya dragged Portia. Shit just started.
Kenya dragged Portia?
That was the same reunion.
Portia dragged Kenya.
Portia dragged Kenya. That's child.
Right.
My mind.
Kenya could never.
Well. Okay.
Kenya more hair care.
Oh. She's like, what the hell is that?
What is right? Damn, and I wanted Marlo to get her peach.
Oh my God! Every time I think about that moment, because I had it's a learning moment, child. I had a video, and it was like somebody recorded that moment, but it wasn't like the actual show yet. I remember Wendy Williams, people called me saying, "Is this your video?" Didn't have my geotag on it, so they couldn't even use it. They couldn't. Well, they used it, but they tagged somebody else, the original person that posted it. Which I think was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm like, if I would have just put my geotag in front of it, I would have been on Wendy Williams for 3 seconds.
Yep. Tag your videos.
Yo.
Yeah, now you know.
She would have said, okay, we'll call you back. She ain't never called again.
Cha cheese. That's right. Steal that content. You better Beyonce those clips.
Ooh, see, you are trying to get canceled today, honey.
We ain't canceled. We going up, honey. We ain't. They can't, anybody cancel. They didn't make us, so they can't break us.
Period.
They can just be mad and talk about it in the comments. That's how that goes.
That's how they've been doing on these dance. That's how they've been doing it on the damn Instagram page.
Period.
I'm like, girl, what y'all got? Look, we sensationalizing dramas. Hell yeah. This is the Darren Greene Show. What's up?
Welcome. If you haven't been here before, welcome to the team. Now you know. I can finally
use this phrase now. If you don't like it, why don't you make your own platform? Anyway.
Right. How about you make your own podcast? You can say whatever you want to say.
You've been here I've been here for 3 years, honey. I'm going to talk about the same shit, okay?
Because we can.
Now, anyway.
And you're mad. You're mad about it.
Periodically.
Oh, man. But yeah, so good luck to Nene Leakes. And I really want the life of Nene to be a real thing someday.
Yeah.
I'll follow her on YouTube, and
if she does YouTube, she'll get monetized for that. You know, people make some money off YouTube if you make a lot of views, and she can pull a lot of people.
She does. She's gonna be fine. Nene's gonna be fine. I'm mad she lost her shops, but she'll be fine. You need to bounce back.
I mean, if anything, girl, Zeus. Let me tell you something.
Go to Zeus Network.
Zeus Network. Television is not like it used to be. People are not really watching television like that. People are on, like you just said, you know, the YouTube series and stuff like that. People are on Zeus. That is considered the internet. You know. Television is not that. It's not that girl no more. I mean, you can get a good check. You still can get a good check there, but it's all about ratings now. And people, you waste all that time trying to get greenlit for a show, and then it don't even work out in the first season. And you end up, you know, you wasted all that time, and you don't get paid the first season, right?
Right. Who don't get paid the first season? You should.
A show doesn't get paid the first season.
You may not get paid for your pilot, but you get paid the first. You should get paid the first season. There's always going to be something. There's a trade that happens. You getting something.
Well, no, if you join, like, say, for example, if I join Love and Hip Hop, I mean, I'm going to get a check. I'll get paid. But I'm saying if fucking there's a show that came out of nowhere, like, oh, this is the Derek Dahl show. You know what I'm saying? You might not get, I heard you don't get paid your first season.
Like you're paid. I don't know about that. So as we speak the Derek Dahl show into existence, I'm getting paid, honey.
You want to turn that damn show upside down?
Right. I'm getting paid for my brand.
You better have me on the street. Darren Greene reporting live from the Derek.
Right, from the Derek Dahl Show. Yes.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I think you'll probably have your own platform by then. Well, you already have one, but I mean,
we speaking everything into existence. It will happen,
and I'll be more than glad to have you on, and you get to come and tell me my hot topics, and give me all the celebrity gossip, and I'll be, you know, doing my doll talk, and you know, getting into the people and the meat of things with the folks.
Get into it, honey. Get into it.
That's what we're gonna be doing.
Of course.
That's gonna be good too. I can't wait. I'm really excited about the idea of being able to make a living and then like enjoying that with my friends. I think that trip to Atlanta actually made me feel that even more. It's like I'm enjoying my life with people I love. Yeah. And it was fun and it felt really good and freeing, and like I want to spend the rest of my life doing that. So
period.
It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Cheers to good. We ain't drinking right now, but cheers to good things.
Yes.
Good times, good things.
Right.
My little water bottle.
Right. Cheers, ding.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So,
what's up? We down to doll talk?
We're down to doll talk. And I have a topic. So you started an interesting conversation, Derek. You reposted a tweet.
I did.
That said, and the tweet said, "Don't just date to date with a purpose."
Right.
And what was your response?
My response was that some people date for the purpose of being comfortable dating. Mind your business.
That's what you said.
That's what I said. I said what I said.
What did I say?
Right. Well, he had a point, though.
He had a point, though.
Right. And he could have kept it. That's what I said.
Well, no. I think, because my perspective of, you know, people that because I don't just date just to date. And
don't
I think
date
people
just to date.
I think people, when we're talking about dating, a lot of people are playing games.
Right.
And
could be.
You know, what is the end game for, like, because I feel like we need to call it something else.
It's dating. What do you mean?
Because I feel like you supposed to, My perspective of dating, you're supposed to date with the intent of being in a relationship.
Who said that?
Whether that means you boyfriend to boyfriend or you eventually,
that
going on and getting married or whatever the case is.
But see, that can be your intention, right? That can be your purpose for dating.
Okay.
Is that you are interested in being in a relationship. You're looking for a long-term relationship.
Right.
And I think that what happens most times is that when people are dating, the communication is missed.
Yeah.
And people aren't expressing what their desires truly are. And people's desires change.
Okay.
And I think that for me, I've always been a relationship person. I've always been on the mission to find my person. Like, I just want to find my person and be comfortable. And I want some form of stability. My life is full of chaos. I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign.
Yes.
So everything about my life is always exciting, and I'm always like going and doing something different. But when it comes to my love life for a long time, it was like I can't handle all of that at one time. I can't handle 4 or 5 different people at one time, because that means I got to deal with 4 or 5 different personalities, and then is the balancing of the schedule. Like, it's too much for me. So I'm like, I'll just date one person at a time. And if I don't like you, then I'm gonna move on to somebody else. And if I don't like you, I'm gonna move on to somebody else. And that's just just part of dating. Yeah. Now, as I've gotten older and my interests have changed, like being focused more so on my career and like really kind of like setting my life up in a way that I get all that is owed to me out of this experience.
Period.
I've made it my point to learn how to date, like to just date, whether it's dating for companionship or just dating for, the adventure, being comfortable dating. I think after my last relationship my last like committed relationship was in 2016, but I've dated since then. I've dated someone for almost a year. After that, I was in a an intimate partnership with someone for a while too. So it's just like learning how to date, how to say, hey, next Thursday, I want to go to the gun range. Yeah. And would you like to go? Would you like to come to me? It's for us to spend time together and just get to know each other. Or let's go out to dinner, or let's go blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you have the conversation. Are you looking for a long-term relationship? Are you looking for a committed relationship? Are you just enjoying, meeting people and stuff like that? If you have that conversation, then it's easier to just date. To be dating. It's like, I'm dating.
Do you know the person that made that tweet, though?
Do I know him?
Or you just seen it? You just seen it off?
Probably I either follow him or he followed me or something.
Because
that could be from him.
Ideally, that's how it should be. The way that you just explained it, that's how it should be. But how it's going on right now, that's why I asked, do you know him? What generation is he in? Is he Gen Z or whatever? Because, a lot of people are just, they're calling it dating, but like they're not letting the person know. You can do all that. You don't have to have a specific purpose. You could just be dating, like you just said, for the adventure and stuff like that.
Right.
But nigga, let me know. What is going on? What are you trying to do here? Is this going to be like a little short situation? Are we just talking? Are we friends with benefits? Or this is going to be are we going to be in a full-fledged relationship? You need to let me. I feel like people are not being let know of this. I'm very vocal when it comes to what the hell we're doing. Right, and that's why I said the first thing I ask on these apps. That's why I said communication is the key to that. You can solve all that if you communicate what it is that you need and what you want effectively. And like I said, also those needs and desires change. You could be just interested in dating and dating around. So let me know. Getting to know people, and in the midst of getting to know people, you may find someone that you like. You know what? Actually, I want to invest more time in getting to know you than I am these other people. And you have to express that, like, hey, I want to get to know you a little more. I want to spend more time with you. Like, can we do blah, blah, blah? And then you start not saying negotiating, but that's when you start communicating, is there something here? Is there a mutual attraction here? What are your future plans? And for me, dating now is more like, if I have the time, and I have friends where I can enjoy myself with my friends. Like, if I want to go, running or working out, I can do it with my friends. Yeah. Or I can go to the movies with my friends. Like, I need something different. And especially if you're trying to pursue me. Oh, of course. Like, you have to strike a nerve now. Like, no, seriously. Like, okay. Like, if you're trying to pursue me, it's like, oh, I want to take you to dinner. I'm like, yeah, but I can cook. So
If you're gonna invite me to dinner, invite me over and cook dinner for me.
First of all,
You know what I mean?
the
Like,
privilege of being asked to go out to dinner.
But you can take yourself to. I can take myself to dinner. So it's like if I'm looking, if I'm in a position where I'm looking for a partner, I'm a builder. So it's like most of the stuff that I've gotten and I've earned, it's like because I've been able to pull resources for myself. It's like I want to be able to build something. I'm interested in building a legacy. I'm interested in, having creative freedom. Like I'm interested in those things. So for me, if I'm dating, it's just to pass time. Like dating is something that I can do to kind of like take my mind off of my album or take my mind off of this photo shoot or, give me something, adding dimension to what it is that I'm doing. But if you are trying to be in a relationship with me, that means you have to have a vested interest, which means that you're interested in the stuff that I'm interested in. Doesn't mean that we have to like all the same things, but you have to show that you're interested in my growth in certain places. You have to be willing to be vulnerable and operate in an open space with me. So it's like there are certain things that come with different levels of relationships. And I think as far as not a Generation Z or Generation Y thing, it's just that people don't communicate those things effectively. That's why I said what I said about Cardi and Offset's marriage or whatever. It's like, well, his actions were communicating that he was not prepared to be married to anybody.
Okay.
Like his actions were communicating those things, regardless of what he said.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole dating with a purpose, well, guess what? I date with intention, right? So my intention for dating in September, once I'm in my element, in my space, like I'm dating with the intention of finding a committed partner. I'm dating, looking for someone that I wouldn't mind waking up to in the morning.
And I have to be like the life coach here. To you.
But that's why you don't have to say to me.
Yeah.
That's why I said I date with intention. So
I'm just saying. But
I understand dating with purpose because I date with intention. So with me being a person that dates with intention, I have no problem expressing what my intention is with people I'm dating. Like, oh, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a partner. Like I'm looking for someone that I can experience new things with. I'm looking for a partner that adds to what I'm doing and someone that I can contribute, like that we can be helpmates to each other.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's my intention. But if my intention is not that, I'm going to say, well, I'm just having a good time, just hanging out.
Okay.
Now you get to decide for yourself if you want to continue engaging with me, because if you're dating just to be dating and I'm dating for a partner or a relationship, then you're not going to invest the same amount of energy into building a relationship with me that I would require from someone who's interested in having an actual relationship. You're going to piss me off, and I'm probably going to ghost on you. So we can just cut this now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
But that conversation is not always have.
And that's what we're talking about, is that the conversation isn't always had. So for someone to say date with purpose, not date just to be dating, well, that's dumb, because your purpose for dating, anybody's purpose for engaging with other people is going to be different. It's just about communicating what that purpose is. Why are you dating? It's like making friends. Like for you have new friends, right?
Right.
Why are you friends with those people? What made you want to make new friends?
I don't know, because we just had a connection, and then we started hanging out, and then, it just continued from there.
And evolved. Right.
Yeah.
But you're enjoying spending time with these people.
Yeah.
You're enjoying getting to know them. You guys make plans to hang out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an organic.
I'm on a group chat, child.
Look, so I'm saying, like, you're having an organic experience of connecting with someone, right? So the same way that you're building your friends or building out your friendship circle is almost the same way it is when you're dating. It's like, okay, well, we have something in common. There is a attraction between us, whether it's something that's physical, sexual, emotional, or it could be like, damn, we both like golfing. This is something. This could be a good golf partner, And then you talk to them, and then you find out that you have other things in common. It's like, you know what? Actually, I wouldn't mind hanging out with this person. And then next thing you know, you're doing a dinner, and then you're making plans with each other.
Yeah.
And it's called dating because you're booking dates. When is the next date that I'm going to see this person?
Okay.
When's the next time I'm going to see you? When that interest is there, and it's like, okay, I want to see this person again.
But some people, do you feel like some people are just like, I'm just here just so I can't be alone, or I'm here for opportunistic reasons.
Yes.
And I think that's what he was talking to. That's how
you interpreted it.
But tweets are interpreted
right.
any
You
type
said
of way.
date with purpose. not just dating to be dating. When looking at the comments and the nature of that conversation, it wasn't speaking of. It was more speaking to the fact that there are people out here that are dating just to be dating, running into people who are dating for a relationship or dating for a long-term relationship or dating for committed relationships. And so he was speaking to those people that are out there just enjoying booking their dates, enjoying their freedom.
I'm here with Peter this day. I'm here with Sam the other day.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong
and
I'm not saying that. I'm
so,
not. Yeah.
So as
but
far
let a nigga know.
So that's why I keep saying
the
communication piece is what's most important.
Yeah.
Being able to communicate that this is why I'm dating, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm not looking for, and operating in that space. So the nature of that tweet shouldn't have been date with a purpose, not just dating to be dating. Because you can't tell people to not date for whatever reason they want to, because people's purpose for dating is different. Okay. The way that should have been framed is when you're dating, communicate your intentions.
Okay.
Communicate your intention when you're dating. That way you can avoid because he tweeted that from a hurt place. That's an experience of him dating somebody that
and
was
that's
just
why
dating.
I related.
Right.
And I related to it. Shit.
Like me too. Like I've been in that position as well, where it's like, I actually like this person. I could see myself being with this person, and I want to see them again. And I want to spend more time with them. But they're not interested in that. They're interested in just being free and dating and building their social calendar and being free and not being tied to anything.
But you're right about that point, just say with the communication part. Like I feel like people that are dating around and doing this stuff, that's okay.
But it changes.
You need to let people know though. Right. I feel like and you ain't gotta do a damn thing really.
Right.
But it would be nice to, hey, I just wanna we're just friends with benefits, or we just doing this.
Clear communication. But it's
clear
funny.
Communication.
Let me tell you about these tables though. Those tables do turn. So I kind of agree with him a little bit. Like, be careful how you treat people, because while you're out there just being free, and if you're not communicating that, and you come across someone who wants to be in a relationship with you, and they see that that's not where that's going, it's not going that place, and they decide to move their interest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, don't think you're finna double back now that you saw what was out there, and now you got to go home and analyze. Like, well, I mean, I like this one, I want to see more, blah blah blah. Because by that time, the person that you actually had the best connection with may have moved on to something else, and now look at you.
Yeah,
you're just out here.
You're high and dry,
and you're gonna be dating your damn self. So it's always gonna be about communicating what your interests are, being open to the process of dating. I think that we talked about this a few shows ago as well, like what dating means and what it looks like for our generation, because we're so impatient and we're so, we're a popcorn generation. We want everything right now. We want the gratification of,
and if one thing ain't right, I'm done.
Right. After the first or second date, you're my boyfriend or you're my girlfriend. We're together. Cut your niggas off because I like you. And it's like, no, baby. Baby, it don't work that way. Like, I have to see if I like you. I also have other people that I'm courting.
Okay.
That may have invested a little more time in before you got here.
Now, see, I'm very much new to that, because I feel like, if I'm talking to somebody or I'm courting somebody, I can't multitask.
Right.
And, I stick with one person at a time. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to one person, and I guess maybe that's my downfall. Don't put all your eggs
in one basket.
In one basket.
I tried to tell you. Told you.
Well, look. I'm new to this still.
It's okay. Shit, me too. I mean, I told you my last relationship was in 2016, and it took me a while to even feel like attractive to people. Like it kind of put me in this asexual space where it's like I'm not really interested in dealing with people at all anyway. Like, I literally was in a relationship with somebody for 3 years, and after the way it ended, like I spoke to earlier in the show, it's like it left me really, really drained. Yeah. Like I couldn't trust people like I wanted to. Like, you have to be in a really in a different space for dating. For me, I had to be in a different space. There are a lot of people out here dating with unhealed traumas, and I hate to say it.
Yes, unhealed trauma. Oh my God.
I hate to say it, but it's like, okay, well, I understand how the process can be cathartic of just putting yourself back out there, just.
But I'm a new person. You bringing me, you coming.
You're bringing
back
me, bringing me your shit, right?
Yeah.
And there are people. I'm an empath, so it's like I kind of sense things in people. Like, my intuition has been like sharp as fuck for the past year and a half. And so I kind of sense things. It's like there's not much you can hide from me. And like, if there's something there, I'm gonna be able to pull it out of you. Because you don't know. I could be a person that could have been sent in your life to help you deal with it. Just
Yeah.
like you could be a person in my life that could help me unpack some of this baggage and make me more freer. And I think that's a beautiful thing when you find people like that. Doesn't mean that we got to be together forever. It doesn't mean that we
Right.
are supposed to be in a long-term relationship. It could mean like you, for that moment, this season in my time, like you could be that person. And dating can bring you that if you're open to the process of getting to know people and being vulnerable. And some people in our generation just aren't that. I think that we're so obsessed with reality TV and we're so obsessed with like social media and all that stuff that people now are just trying to find this perfect look. Like they're looking for their perfect look.
Yeah.
Like how we look together in pictures or videos or like, I don't say cloud chasing, but it has to make sense in other ways from what I've experienced out here in these streets.
A lot of people that haven't grown up.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm like, I know I'm young.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relatively young, but I'm very future focused. And I feel like for me, in a partner, I have to see that in them. I have to see someone who's interested in moving forward, not being stuck in like wanting to be 25 forever. That's part of my brand. Being 25 forever. The look is gonna be there, but as far as how I conduct my life and
I told mad people, I'm like, look, I'm still gonna be 22.
Right. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You have to be someone that I can see a fruitful future. Let me put the camera on me when I say that. You
had the camera on me the whole time?
Not the whole time, but a fruitful future. So when you're a person that's dating with the intention of being in a relationship or trying to find find your person, your partner, because it's different. People be out here dating for boyfriends and girlfriends. No, I'm grown.
Oh, you want a husband?
I want a partner. I'm going to be a husband. Okay. I'm preparing myself to be a husband, to be able to provide for my family, to be able to create a legacy. Like that is what I'm preparing myself for. So if I'm out here with the intention of just enjoying myself and just, being free and filling up my calendar and sowing my wild oats, that's different. But when the intention is there for me to find someone that I can build with, like I have no problem expressing that. And then if you say that you're interested in that, I'm going to hold you to it. Because once your actions show me that you're not a person that's vying for that type of placement, like you're not applying to sit here or stand here,
right?
Then I'm going to skip over you. I may still speak to you on time to time. I'll answer the text every now and again, but you best believe that I'm already moved on to the next contestant.
Now see that's I don't do ghosts, honey. Not ghosts, but like I don't do zombies. Okay, if you gonna be dead, if I'm dead to you. If this is I'm not dead, but if
we can still be friends.
If it's
maybe sometimes.
You believe? No, I don't.
Sometimes.
Not sometimes.
It depends on the person, really. Like if I like your vibe, then okay.
But if this is 100% not gonna work out no more, I feel like I don't believe in having friendships after a relationship. Yeah, it's over. You need to be gone. Like I'm not answering. I'm not. You calling me for what? What we want? I
don't know. I'm friends with I'm friends with actually. Cool with all my exes except for that one.
We could be cool, but we distant though. We could be social media friends.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be coochie crunch.
We could,
but as far as like the dating part goes, like if we just dated and you were canceled or you canceled yourself, then be canceled and good luck with your life. Yeah. And see you on the other side.
You don't need to call me no more.
I'll be celebrating your wins. I hope you celebrate mine, and let that be that. That's just how
you don't need to, and that's because I'm a little slow. I ain't gonna lie. Because if you start calling me, because I'm like, okay, so what's going on? Like, is this? You know what I'm saying?
Trying to pick it back up.
You got the flash on me, honey. Are you trying to pick it back up? Yeah, girl, what's going on?
I'm still just trying to figure out these whole,
I'm done with you, and not you trying to school me on the iPhone.
I'm still trying to figure out this whole iPhone situation.
Okay. No, so
as I continue to look at my Android, I use my phone. I still use my Android.
Child.
It's hard for me to separate from this is my baby.
Okay.
It gives me what I need. But yeah, so that's the concept of dating with purpose, is just understanding what your purpose is and being able to communicate that clearly with whoever you're engaging with. And and you won't have all these people out here hurt by hurt people. That's just that's my opinion. So that's why I responded the way I responded. It was like some people date for the purpose of being comfortable dating. You don't know what people's situation is. Some people may not have ever dated before in their life. They've probably been in a relationship their whole life. And I know people like that go from one relationship to where I'm not dating anybody for a while. And then they meet one person. Next thing you know, they're in a relationship for a year, 2 years. Then they break up, and then they're off and then
like a serial dater,
right? And they've not a serial dater, but they've been in serial relationships. They've never experienced just dating, just being single. Being single can mean being by yourself and enjoying your own company, taking time to heal, taking time to go to the spa by yourself, going to get your nails done, going to get facials, taking yourself out to dinner and enjoying being able to shower yourself with the love that you may crave from someone else. Once you're able to really do those things for yourself, it becomes so much easier to date. And I feel like it took me too long to understand that. Like, it took me far too long to be like, actually, I enjoy my own company. That way, when I do find somebody, or if I am out here dating, it's not like a codependent thing. Like, I need your companionship because I don't know how to feel comfortable about myself. Like, no, I enjoy being by myself, doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Like when I told you, I got home on Friday. I flew back into Jersey on Friday, right? I didn't get to my own bed until like Monday or Tuesday. And when I got in my own bed, I was just like, oh shit.
That's kind of how I'm feeling, because I'm hanging out with people now,
right?
And like I'm almost never in my room anymore. Before, I'm just in my dorm all the time. It's to be back home and to be by myself, because I ain't got no roommate, thank God. It is kind of refreshing. So I kind of get what you're saying, and I'm starting to get that now when it comes to learning how to love being by yourself. I went to the movies by myself. I didn't go to dinner by myself because, honey, I'm not a good tipper.
Oh, damn.
But no, I'm starting to do a lot of things by myself, and I'm realizing that I don't need to be tied to somebody. And I feel like I have this. Here's my toxic trait, and I'm sorry, any bachelors that are listening that are trying to get up in these DMs. I do have some attachment issues that I need to work on.
Right.
And I think that I was able to notice that about me, because I'm like, what? Hold on. Why am I not doing this podcast? Because so and so did X, Y, and Z. No, that's the problem. We can't do that no more.
He was interfering with what it was that you were.
Because I was so upset about how the shit played out. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, I was about to quit my damn job. My little, when I was a little essential worker for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to go out. Huh? Yeah.
Really?
I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see nobody. I was like them damn teenagers.
Right.
Because you got to understand, this is my first time. This was the first close encounter to a relationship.
Right.
I've talked to somebody for like a week before this. This was 3 months. You get what I'm saying? So, say what you want about it. Oh, that ain't no time. They ain't no time. We talked every day. From talking every day, we did our little stupid little sleeping on FaceTimes and shit like that.
Aww.
And it dwindled to nothing, and then it ended up being nothing in the end of it. Yeah, it's gonna fuck me up, because I'm like, I never experienced this before.
Do you think you were in love? Do you think that was like your first experience of like being in love with someone?
I was very close. I'm not gonna say that I was, but I was very close, especially after when we met up and we got into some things.
Talking about the sex?
Yes. I don't kiss and tell, child.
But you just told it. Period.
But like, yes, and I feel like I think you said this before in a couple episodes ago. You get connected with somebody after sex.
Oh yes.
Like, maybe, and some people are able to throw it down and not be connected at all. That's a lot of y'all tops.
That's crazy how it happens.
Because y'all just look at oh, it's a hole, it's a hole. Okay.
Some entanglements.
But me, yeah, I'm saying, like, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was watching this interview with Issa Rae had with SZA. I was like, I was in love with somebody that ain't shit nigga that had some good dick. Like, I'm like, SZA is speaking to me.
Toxic niggas have great dick, by the way.
They do.
I feel like I've been a toxic nigga to somebody before.
You think so?
I have. I'm sure. I'll tell you, this year has been a lot about self-reflection for me.
Yeah.
And remember, I can kind of relate to you about wanting to, like, when you had that day when you wanted to quit your show and stuff like that.
I didn't want to quit.
Emotionally, you just didn't feel like you had it in you.
Yeah.
Like, that was me in March. Remember, I had a moment where I literally had an emotional breakdown over a situation that I was in, because I just couldn't understand why why what I was giving
Yeah.
or what I'd avail myself to give to someone wasn't being reciprocated back, or it felt like I wasn't being appreciated, or I felt like I was like it didn't really matter. It was just like, oh wow, like
it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
like I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and I've never been in a situation where I've been treated that way by anybody. That's just not part of my life story, because people, like, if you got me, and I'm not, it's not about being braggadocious.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm a cool nigga to have. Like, I'm like that Beyonce moment when she was like, wait a minute, I'm Beyonce. You would be like, why would Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce? Be like, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce?
He was dumb.
On Beyonce?
Yeah, I don't. That
crazy.
goes to show ain't nobody safe, child. Everybody's capable
so
of getting cheated on.
I had to come to myself, and then I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I put myself in the position where, one, like, I know who I am. I know what I'm worth, and I get to decide what I deserve as far as how people treat me.
Right.
And I was so upset with myself for allowing someone to mishandle me. You know what I mean? And to be irresponsible with me in that way emotionally. And I was literally at work. I was in New York. Probably saw on my Instagram. I was in New York filming. That was when I was working on the show with Laverne Cox. And
oh shit, what show was that?
I don't know the name of that shit. Because they paused production on it. You know, they always give you like, it was an untitled art project. Like, they give you these mock names and you're working on it so that you don't,
snitch,
spill it, right?
6ix9ine.
But it's gonna be a really, I can't wait for them to start production back on it. Hopefully when they let the world open up. Yeah. But yeah, like, that day was so hard. I got dressed, and then I literally had to go to the bathroom after doing hair and makeup. And I just cried. I literally just cried.
See, and that's scary for me, because like I have become that person. Like, if I'm not feeling it, then it's not happening today. But child, when I need to get this bag,
oh yeah, we can't let it take the money, honey.
Child, and I got to do, and I need episodes in so we can get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's never. I promised myself. I made a pact to myself that is never gonna happen again.
Right.
Because I have to keep it going.
Me too. That was the promise I made to myself. Yeah.
Child, we gonna cry in the bathroom,
right.
But we gonna make sure we get it together.
We're gonna get cute, and we're going to get this bag. That's exactly what we're gonna do. And we learned. When I say we, I'm talking about me. I learned from that moment that I need to be more clear with myself. What do I want?
Yeah.
And I don't have expectations of other people. It's like, what do I want? What am I looking for?
Yeah.
And as I grow and as things shift and change, I have to be honest with myself. Like, there was a time when I wanted a relationship. Like, I want to find my partner. I want to be that to someone. Like, I wanted that. I did. Yeah. And then it's like, well, actually, maybe I don't need that right now.
Yeah. Maybe
I need to get myself in a better space to be where when something like this happens, it's easy for me to be like, oh, okay, well, it's not you, so bye. And let's move on to something else. I
want that damn luxury of being that.
I don't want no emotional entanglements with anybody that's going to do me dirty and not feel any way about it. I don't have time for
crazy.
That. Because I'll end up, listen. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
we're not going to do that. So it's all about, personal growth and like, like the guy said, dating with purpose. It's just about being clear about what that purpose is and communicating that to the people that you're engaging with. If you're in a space where you're dating and you're looking for a partner, you should communicate. I'm dating with the intention of finding my partner, finding someone that I can build with.
Let me tell you something. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I deleted the apps.
You deleted the apps?
I'm off the apps.
So you just going to run into somebody at Walmart? When? During a quarantine? Bitch, you need those apps. Better quit playing.
I'm going to get it when I soon. Again,
but I say that I don't have apps on my phone either.
Right. So what you doing?
Well, I'm entangled.
But you entangled.
I mean, I got some entanglements going on.
First of all, because now we got to.
But that's let me
mark that, honey.
Right. Mark it. It is what it is, and but I'm okay. I'm okay with what I have. And as it grows and other things happen and transpire. I'm ultimately going to get where I want to be.
Okay.
I know one thing for sure out of this life. I'm going to get everything that I deserve. And at the moment, I want to focus on the things that make me happy.
And I think that's the dilemma with creatives and influencers and people that do media. Because I feel like we're always doing something. We always got something going on. And I think certain people that we talk to may not do that. Or they may not have elevated as fast as what you're doing. Because there was times we would sit there and talk or whatever. I'm like, oh, I gotta do the show. That's happening. I gotta go. He'll call during the show. I'm on the show.
Right.
Like I got stuff to do, and you know, some people can't handle that, but I'm like, bitch, do you understand? Like, bitch, if you if you stick around, honey, you can reap the benefit. And I'm not saying use me, but
no,
I'm just saying we can.
Us. This could be a us thing.
This could be a us thing
if you don't fuck it up. That's that's another thing too in my brain. It's like when you. So there's another guy that I'm just we're talking or whatever, and I think like he hits me up at some weird times, like if I'm busy or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, for my late response. I was doing blah blah. And he's like, oh, I love that you're busy, and I just looked at the phone. I'm just like,
okay,
yes. I was like, you get it, like you get it,
yeah,
like. And it's very rare to find people that, like you said, for creatives that understand that there's a lot of time that we have to dedicate to the stuff that we're building. And we don't get paid for most of the shit that we do because we're the ones that have to create the product.
We're creating. I'm sitting at this damn computer for hours trying to figure out what topic is trendy enough to talk about, what is going to be interesting enough, what's going to be for the dog talk. Then we have to edit it. Like, it's a lot that we're put on, and this shit is for free. We got to play the game for a little bit, and then eventually, you know, if we make it, we make it. When we make it.
When we make it.
Okay.
But yeah, so like just balancing that and understanding like what season I'm in. I've had to have that conversation with a couple of people actually before this quarter started, or before the next quarter that starts in October. It's like, okay, well, this is like back to school time for me. Like I actually have like assignments that I have to get done, and so I may not be as available as I was during the summer. I may not be available as I was during the spring. Like I have like real shit that I have to ground myself into doing because I have to make sure that my future is good. You may not be here in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like whatever this, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like whatever this is we're doing could be over this week. You know, but
never know.
Right. But I still have to make sure that my project's done. I still have to make sure that, you know, there's funds coming in from my other show. Like,
and I need some peace in my mind.
And the peace. Come on. I
need some peace in my mind. So don't start fucking shit up.
Right. I need the peace.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You know, I think I'm gonna come out as asexual. I think that's, you know.
Let me know when you do your party.
Okay. Being
asexual is fun for a moment. It allows you to really focus on yourself.
You really turn to that.
I was asexual for a long time.
And that means you don't date nobody.
It's not about dating. It's not. I wasn't attracted to anybody. Like I'm not attracted. I was literally was not attracted physically to any person.
So you wasn't doing nothing.
No. I went years without having sex. Actually, I've gone 5 years. I was dating somebody and didn't have sex for 5 years.
Wow. See, that's foreign to so many people, so many of my friends, because I say that too, and they say, "Oh well, you know, what's your body count?" I'm like, this year, I'm like one person. He's like, one person?
Well, I'm an adult. Don't ask me about my body.
Girl,
mind your business.
First of all, yes, one person. I can go years. I went years and years and years without having sex. I feel like it's, for me, I'm more of an intimacy person, and I'm a people pleaser. Right. So it's like, you know, I get off on, you know, pleasing whoever my mate is or whatever. It doesn't even have to be sex. Like, sex is not a necessity. People idolize that shit to the max, where it's like, bitch, you are addicted. Like, and I'm not saying that's, do your thing. I'm not judging. Right. But we're judging.
Right. We ain't judging you, but we judging.
You know, it's not all that. It's really not. And I think that people shouldn't get clowned for not, you know, not throwing it down like that. I'm just not the type. You know,
it's your thing.
But if you want to do some stuff, we can do some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man, get in your act and do exactly what you want to do.
The best thing though, when you haven't had sex in a long time, is the best sex. Because when you're having it all the time, it's almost like masturbating. Like when you do it all the time, it's not as enjoyable as when you wait a month, you know, no nut November. Oh. And then you do that shit at the end of the month, and that shit is amazing.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
that's how sex is.
Yeah, y'all could do semen retention. I think I'm gonna maybe do like a week. I'm gonna start doing like
not a week.
I'm gonna start dedicating like 1 week a month to me not being sexually active. Okay, but it's kind of weird because I have. Listen,
come on, this is the show,
right? Listen, so I can't lie. This year. I have had the best sex of my life.
Okay.
This year. And it keeps getting better. So it's like, I don't know about the whole like not having sex in it just I don't know about that, because
have you tried it?
Well, when you find I've told you I've gone years
Okay.
without having sex before. So the first time I had sex, I mean, yeah,
It was like
you
a
like it because
it's a rush.
because you haven't had it in so long. But sex is, for me, sex is more than that. Like sex is an emotional experience. It's like I'm a spiritual person, so it's like there's a spiritual tugging that happens during that, and there's like this.
But eventually it will get boring, and you're gonna run into doing.
Speak over yourself.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But my thing is like, but if that's when you know that the well has run dry. Like if it gets to the point where it's not fun, or it's just like routine, then that's. Who wants to have that? Like that's why I'm like I want to find somebody that's going to make sure that we have fun. Like, all right, time to bring out the whips.
Oh, time to bring out
the. Well, I'm say the chains, child. But like you know what I mean. Like people have their things, and when sexual experiences are different for different people, but you're a part of it, and you get to create. That's a creative space for me. Sex is a creative space for me as well. It's like, what can I do different that can make this fun, or what? Yeah.
That's another episode.
You're right. We're gonna say
how can we spruce up
how
the
you
bedroom?
Spruce it up? Like like just to make sure that it's still engaging and that it is fun and that both people are pleased and that also the dating with purpose. The next dog talk we can talk about is having sex with purpose. And there are some people out there that just have sex because they want to bust a nut. And then there are other people who have sex.
That's like half of the top community term.
You all this. We're not doing top slander.
It's like nah.
Because what y'all you're gonna be stuck with a bunch of bottoms. Y'all gonna be
verses no, because verses we understand each other because you get done in the butt too. So you
get done in the butt.
We see each other. We see each other. We good. But them tops.
This is the fate. What you think they're selfish? I think bottoms that are strict bottoms are selfish.
What do you mean? What is a strict bottom?
They only bottom. They don't want to give no dick up.
Hell yeah.
I think that's selfish. I think strict anything is selfish. And I think that's because I am this.
Oh, we all should be verse.
Why not? And I think that just comes to me because I like freedom. Like I like being able to, like I'm literally I'm a theist. I believe in God. I was raised Christian, all that kind of stuff. But I do believe that there's too much focus on the how and not the who and the connection. So it's like I'm a theist. I believe in God and I believe that He dwells inside of me. Yeah. He, she, it, they. I'm bisexual because I believe that you can connect to a person sexually in different ways, whether it's male or female. You have the parts. So I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, you can do whatever you want. My thing is like I like that freedom that I'm able to be attracted to both, or that I'm now open to that other people may be attracted to me. And then like I'm a moderate when it comes to like most things. I won't say swing in the middle, but it's like, child, the world is huge. They ain't got time. Extremes kill people. So if you're a strict anything, that's an extreme. You're an extremist. I'm a strict top. You're an extremist, and that goes.
What do you mean extreme anything? Because you just
it's extreme.
You brought up bisexuals. I'm like, what you mean?
No, I'm saying it's an extreme.
Not when it comes to sexuality, though.
No, it's an extreme. Anytime that you're strict on one thing, like if you are far left or far right on anything, it's an extreme. That's why they're called that. From the middle.
Is that a problem? Because
anything that is far removed.
I just had to clarify because it just insinuates that that's a problem, though.
A problem? You just went on a whole rant against tops. I just said that if you're a strict top or a strict bottom, that can be your preference. That's just your body. You can choose to do whatever you want to do with your body. Yeah. For me, it's valued as an extreme because it is far from center. Okay. It's not centered. Okay. I like being centered. I like to be able to see everything.
But to you.
That's why I said I. That's why I said I. Okay. I used. See,
I'm just saying people will take it like
you could never.
Because when you say extreme is not.
Let me tell you to the listeners out here.
Okay.
Anytime that I'm speaking from my experience, I'm always going to say I. You could never to you me. Okay. Because I'm talking about me. Okay. I said what I said.
Okay, Nene.
If you are a strict anything from me standing in the middle, it's an extreme. Okay. And I get to pull from both extremes. I'm not saying they're both either are wrong because I can have both. Yeah. Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm just saying that's an extreme to me. Mm-hmm. It's an extreme. And I'm just like, that's your choice. Those are the walls that you build for yourself. I get to choose what my barriers are. And
people like walls.
I think we all like, well, I don't know. What I've been seeing on Twitter, some people ain't gonna have none by the end of the summer. Ain't gonna have none,
child. They all the child.
Which reminds me, I gotta prepare for my OnlyFans. October is coming, y'all.
Oh my God.
It's coming.
Oh, child.
It's coming. I'm excited. I'm excited about having an OnlyFans actually, because it's not gonna be what people expect, what they think, but it's gonna be worth the money.
I thought about making an OnlyFans for the show, not like that, but like because Cardi B has an OnlyFans, but it's not like that. It's like backstage shit.
Oh, okay.
Like a Darren Greene show after show.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a fan club. Like it's supposed to be for.
That's that's the original purpose for OnlyFans was, but I'm wondering if I should use that or Patreon.
People keep telling me about Patreon.
Because Patreon, you can do the same. You can pretty much do the same thing. Like you can have like videos. You can send people stuff like gifts. If you pay like, if you get the subscription like the $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month.
Lord Jesus. Yeah, I think I may do a Patreon. I tell you, like my fans are loyal, and I praise God for them. And they have seen me out of some crazy situations. And I think that now I'm in a better space. I'm able to produce more.
Yeah. I
think I owe that to them, and I'm going to deliver.
Okay.
I'm gonna deliver, honey. It's gonna be great.
Well, we love to subscribe to it.
Right. Y'all better.
Tiger's starting the OnlyFans too.
Tiger the rapper?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm gonna see what it's giving.
Yeah, you're gonna see what's giving. You pop that screen like, oh Lord, that's a dick. Help.
He better not Bella Thorne me.
Oh, that was crazy. That bitch
he
fucked
released
up the money
fucking
bag.
shirtless pictures. I'm like, bitch, I could have been. I've been seeing that. Know what your damn chest look like.
I'm about to clean up all my Twitter. Y'all ain't seen nothing from me. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
So you really gonna do it like OnlyFans?
It's gonna be an OnlyFans, but it's gonna be an OnlyFans with exclusive content geared towards my project. It's gonna be. First of all, I'm a classy person. I'm classy and tasteful. Anything that you've seen of me when it comes to news has been tasteful.
Okay.
And tasteful and creative and artistic. I don't have a problem with my body as much as I used to. Like it took me a long time to even like not wear a shirt at the pool because I didn't like the way my chest looked. And
you said you were bigger back then?
I've been big before, and I've also been relatively small for the last few years of my life.
Like me big?
I was you big and shorter, actually.
Oh, they said that's worse when you're shorter.
When you're short,
my mom told me if you
look
were shorter,
like a fucking globe. You look like a ball.
How do you get tall?
How'd I get tall? Genetically. Well, I have tall people in my family. I'm taller than my parents and my grandparents.
But I got tall like late, like it was very early on.
I had a growth spurt the end of the summer of my junior year. I got taller.
High school or?
In high school.
In high school, okay.
And then I grew some more in college. So I kind of thinned out like a fucking, like one of them little worm things on Men in Black.
Well, child, I'm trying to get down like you, honey. I've started taking these diet pills, child. I looked at some old pictures. I'm like, yo, I really look like I got a little smaller.
You probably did. That's good.
I'm gonna check my weight at the end of this month because they say the first 30 days is when you start getting results.
Okay.
So we'll see.
But yeah, I'm just trying to. It's gonna be about body positivity, of course, and like me just being me enjoying my body, and they'll get to see my journey because I'm actually on a weight.
You in this flash?
I'm on a weight gain journey. And so my OnlyFans is probably gonna have. They'll be able to see me in the gym and Oh, you're trying to gain muscle? I'm trying to gain. Yeah, I'm trying to gain muscle.
Oh, gain.
I was told that I have to gain weight, so I'm gonna do that.
By who?
I gotta gain. I have to gain weight, and I have to work out.
Man,
so I'm gonna do that.
I'm about to be like Kanye West's new body.
Ow.
You ain't fuck me, you fuck the old body.
Period. You're gonna pop out.
Oh, my bad.
At the club. But yeah, so I mean, that's we ran this thing through, honey. We had a whole half an hour for Dog Talk today. This was good.
This was really good. This is a really good episode. The morale is built. It's back up again.
Because we're back in the studio.
We're back in the studio. It's real.
We are back in the y'all.
I'm not in my room. Okay. We got the hello.
We back up in this thing.
Oh, you got the comments. Hey people. Hey
y'all.
Go sit here and download.
Right. You had to pin the
link on here. Okay.
tdgs.simplecast.com. You can listen to us on several podcasts, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's it, y'all.
Oh, well.
If you like what you heard, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star rating. As always, enjoy the convo.